A tale of two railways, HS2 and the TGV dream. In the realm of high-speed rail, France's TGV network stands as a shining example. It effortlessly whisks passengers between cities at breakneck speeds, a symbol of modern engineering and national pride. Britain, seeking to replicate this success, embarked on its own ambitious journey with HS2. The vision was clear, a state-of-the-art railway connecting London to major cities like Birmingham, Manchester and Leeds. HS2 promised faster journeys, a boost to the economy and a greener future for transportation. Capacity crunch or speed craze? The birth of a controversy. The UK's existing rail network, a patchwork of Victorian-era infrastructure and modern upgrades, struggled to cope with rising passenger numbers. Overcrowded trains and delays were commonplace, highlighting the urgent need for increased capacity. While some argued for upgrading existing lines, the allure of a brand-new high-speed network proved irresistible. HS2, with its emphasis on speed, became the government's flagship project, a bold statement of progress and ambition. However, this focus on speed came at a price. Critics argued that a more cost-effective approach would have been to prioritise capacity upgrades on existing lines. They questioned whether shaving minutes off journey times justified the billions of pounds being poured into HS2, especially given the relatively short distances between major English cities. The seeds of controversy were sown. Tunnels and turmoil. HS2's battle with the Chilterns. The proposed route for HS2 cut through the heart of the Chilterns, an area of outstanding natural beauty cherished for its rolling hills and ancient woodlands. Environmental groups and local communities rallied against the project, arguing that it would irrevocably scar the landscape. The government, determined to push ahead, faced a dilemma: how to reconcile the demands of a high-speed rail line with the need to protect a sensitive and beloved environment. The solution, while technically feasible, came at an enormous cost. Miles of tunnels and viaducts were needed to thread the railway through the Chilterns, minimising its visual impact but adding billions to the project's already ballooning budget. The challenges of navigating this sensitive terrain highlighted the complex trade-offs inherent in large-scale infrastructure projects. Section 4, the price of progress, HS2 looted, and the shadow of mismanagement. As HS2's construction got underway, concerns about financial mismanagement and a lack of transparency began to surface. HS2 Limited, the company established to oversee the project, faced accusations of misleading the public about costs and making questionable spending decisions. Whistleblowers alleged that two sets of figures were being used. One, presented to the government, painted a rosy picture of the project's progress, while another, internal set, revealed a more accurate but less flattering reality. These allegations, while disputed by HS2 Limited, fueled public distrust and led to calls for greater scrutiny of the project's finances. The National Audit Office launched an investigation, but its findings did little to quell the concerns. The episode cast a shadow over HS2, raising questions about accountability and the management of public funds. Section 5, Changing Tracks, How Politics Reshaped HS2's Destiny. Over the years, HS2 became increasingly entangled in the web of British politics. Successive governments, each with their own priorities and agendas, used the project as a political football. David Cameron saw HS2 as a key plank of his Northern Powerhouse initiative, while Boris Johnson touted it as a symbol of his commitment to level up the country after Brexit. However, as costs spiraled and political winds shifted, the scope of HS2 began to shrink. The eastern leg, connecting Birmingham to Leeds, was scrapped, followed by the western leg from Birmingham to Manchester. The once grand vision of a nationwide high-speed rail network had been scaled back, leaving a truncated line connecting London to Birmingham. Critics argued that HS2 had become a victim of political expediency, its original goals sacrificed on the altar of short-term gains. Section 6, a legacy in the balance costs, benefits and unanswered questions. As HS2 nears completion, its legacy remains uncertain. The final cost, estimated to be in the region of £100 billion, is more than double the initial budget for a significantly reduced scope. The project has undoubtedly delivered engineering marvels, but its ability to deliver on its original promises of faster journey times and economic regeneration is questionable. Supporters argue that HS2 will still bring benefits, such as increased rail capacity between London and Birmingham, and that its true impact will only be felt in the long term. However, critics contend that the project has become a byword for overspending and mismanagement, a cautionary tale of ambitious infrastructure projects gone awry. Only time will tell whether HS2 will ultimately be judged a success or a costly miscalculation. Section 7. The HS2 lesson, a call for critical thinking on big infrastructure. The HS2 saga offers a valuable lesson for anyone interested in understanding the complexities of large-scale infrastructure projects. It highlights the challenges of balancing competing interests, the importance of transparency and accountability, and the need for robust planning and cost management. But perhaps the most important lesson is the need for critical thinking. As citizens, we should not blindly accept grand promises about progress and prosperity. We must ask questions, scrutinize the evidence, and engage in informed debate about the costs and benefits of such projects. HS2 reminds us that big infrastructure is not just about concrete and steel. It's about people, communities, and the future we want to create.